And we are so happy to welcome James Kim to our show today. He is a 16-year-old from Palo Alto and one of the winners in the Growing Up Asian in America contest in the video category. So first of all, James, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Robert.
I found your video extremely interesting and funny. It was very good, very well done. Before we see Life Was Rough, talking about the pandemic, violence against the AAPI community, as well as stressing a need for unity. Give us an idea where this idea for this video kind of evolved from for you.
Well, I wanted to, first of all, make a change in this chaos that's been happening in the world lately, mostly about hate crimes and just the fighting in general, just overall hatred. And it made me really reflect on the anger that can come out in a terrible time and all the irrational blaming and decision making we can do. And I wanted to show that we're humans. We help. We don't hurt. Why don't we stop punching each other? Why don't we start hugging?
And I want to talk to you a little bit more about that, but let's go ahead and take a look at your video so people can see a little bit more about what you put together, and then we can talk about it afterwards. So let's take a look at Life Was Rough by James Kim.
Heads up on some testing changes going on in Wake County. For starters, there's a new COVID testing site off Kidd Road behind Wake Med. This replaces the site at the Sunnybrook building. Hours are still...
Fed up with the word COVID. It could be worse. Noted. Maybe this year will bring cheer. At least that's how I wrote it. I'm a South Korean living in the States United. 2 parents and 1 brother, but from my family, I'm divided. Life was rough in 2020. 1 mask off is 1 too many. Scared that my loved ones could be harassed in public settings. I learned more from Wikipedia than Zoom lessons or the media. Balancing quarantine with my friendship with Olivia. I always pictured in my head just how the world would end. Humanity, side by side, together we stay alive. My hope for my community is show some flipping unity. COVID could have been all done, spread love, no hate, 2021.
Now, James, of course, as I already told you, I was very impressed with your video. For you, did it come out the way you intended from the beginning? Or did the project and the messaging and the way you put it together evolve as you were putting it together?
So I didn't expect the video to be as energetic as it was, but I did expect the messages that I was determined to put in. I was determined to talk about hate and how we should stop that and just unite, and how I was determined to talk about the challenges of being divided or having our family divided up, and just overall not being able to see our friends and people who've been challenged by this pandemic. Of course, I was inspired by a lot of incidents where my brother, he's in college right now, when he came home, of course, he was divided from us for a while by this plastic sheet we had to set up because we had to give him, I don't know, I think the CDC said 14 days of quarantine.
Right.
It's pretty funny, though, thinking back on it.
It was a lot to deal with. In fact, your video could have probably taken any one of those themes, so it was very ambitious for you to kind of encompass it all into one. Let me ask you real quickly, technically, the animation and the way you put it together. You have a background in that, or did you learn that in order to put this together?
Yeah, I have been drawing, I guess, most of my life ever since I was 5, I guess. It is a passion of mine. I am a visual artist. I like painting.
Very good. Very good. I mean, I used to draw a lot when I was younger, too, and I think it's a great talent to have. Very good for conceptualizing ideas.
Yeah, the world is becoming more visual learners.
Absolutely. Now, you were saying that you wanted to see some flippin' unity. I thought that was a very good tone. Why that tone? Do you think that it's like you wanted to make sure that people kind of paid attention and that you knew that there was sort of an assertive attitude, a confident attitude behind what you were saying, right? Not like asking, please, let's stop this, but almost demanding it in a way.
Yeah, the flippin' unity, that part, I guess it kind of really, I wanted to channel my anger into it a little. Is it too much to ask for? Seriously? And in fact, a lot of the media I've seen, even fictional media, where people don't get along, it's just so confusing to me sometimes. Why is this hard to get along, especially when we have a common enemy clearly in front of us, which is COVID? Why is it this hard to get along?
Yeah. How about for you, the future? What do you hope to do? You mentioned the fact that you have this sort of in your background. You hope to become a filmmaker, or what's the kind of the end goal for you?
I do hope to work with illustration and even animation. It sounds like a really great job. It sounds like I could really bring in every creative aspect that I have.
Well, I'm glad that the Growing Up Asian American contest acts as somewhat of a springboard for you, because I think that you're going to do big things. James Kim, thank you very much. A winner in the Growing Up Asian American contest in the video category with his winning entry, Life Was Rough. Congratulations, Jim. And we'll talk to you again in the future, okay?
All right, thanks.